But let us continue.
Strong enemy sighted. Let's take it out.
This guy looks crazy.
Ha! There! Be on guard. It's strong.
Sucker is giga strong.
Hat! My turn. Arcus, activate. I'm up. Ha!
It's my turn. Ha!
This'll be fun. All for one.
And one for all!
Everyone, go!
I'll care for you.
Thanks.
Hey, nice.
Do it!
Right, you have art support for some reason. Need to link you up with Musei.
Go!
Let's go. I'm up. Ha! It's down. Too slow.
It's my turn. Ha!
This'll be fun. Ha! Let's go. Ha! Do it. I'm up. Ha! Now.
I'm not going to take that because I have a break
This'll be fun.
right here.
I'm here. Let's go.
It's mine. Very well.
See, now this is 4S.
Behold, the Vander dual blade style. Now. You're done for. Ragnarok. Strike.
Oh, looks cool.
It's my turn. Ha! That's the power of the 8 rings.
Okay. 45. Regen for 1 turn. Get out of here. Break damage up as HP drops. Don't like it. For that 2%. Cover CP through offensive arts. Plus 9 for each offensive art cast. It seems pretty weak.
Nice. That'll do it.
But if I can ever get a machine gun build going,
I've only just begun.
might be able to
I
pull
only
something
get
off
cuter
there.
as I level up.
And maybe the amount goes up more than 1, you know? Brilliant Shot 2. This is a 4S, so it's an S-Craft, and it says S right there, so no.
Stats updated.
Yeah, I did it!
This is rare. I'll be sure to keep it safe.
I'll hold on to it. It's not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. S-Crafts. You automatically went to these. I don't have to equip them myself. Works for me.
Ready.
I'm incredibly keen on fighting that linked encounter.
Rare item inventoried. Yay.
Yay. Altina occasionally has a very entertaining line.
Let's get him.
Guess that's what makes Altina Altina.
Hey, you. Rest in peace. Yeah.
I'll help.
Ah! Very well. Ah!
You sucker fool.
It's my turn. Ha! It's down. Too slow.
I'm here. Arcus, activate.
My turn. There! That was the Vander style in raw form.
Please be more than 2 or 3%. Hey. Cover HP through offensive 5%. Okay, I guess. It'll get better, you know. Maybe it'll go up another 5%. Or maybe it'll go up 1%. Okay, so that's the way to go.
What an adorable treasure chest.
Curia, you are. This way leads to a dead end. Possible treasure chest. Also top dog.
Oh, that enemy looks like a handful.
Oh, gladiator
This'll come in
headband.
handy.
You done goofed giving me one of them. Who does it go on? Guess it has to go on Reen.
Let's get him. Hey, you. Rest in peace. Let's go. Ha! Now. Too slow.
Trying to
Very well.
save
Uh,
I'm
CP,
here.
build up CP on who needs it. We've already got max BP.
Arcus,
We're good on that. Charging station is coming up.
do it.
Oh, did we win?
Vengeance.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Alrighty, ordnance slots. I guess I should actually check out what's going on here. Oh, okay. This EP on you is incredibly disappointing, but you know, what else are we gonna do? For Monsieur Kurt, definitely need to get rid of that mine. So we're gonna give you the Curia you are. Assuming I can afford it. Which I can. He's good to go on that and on that. It's probably worthwhile to be buying some of these just because we have nothing. But hold off on it for now. Good on reviving bombs for now. Or if it was like DLC that gave me that stuff. Or if the game was actually just, you know, actually kind of generous. Fishing bait. I mean, got some crazy stuff over here. Drop rate 100%. Whoa. 25,000 HP. Whoa. Ooh, Earth Bell. AT delay halved. But it doesn't say like water specifically. Didn't it say that? I feel like it should say that. Definitely feel like it should say that. Oh, one of these is already equipped. I was like, I don't understand why I can't make that for her. It all makes sense now. Apparently I got 5 Sepith masks for something. I don't know what that was all about. Oh my gosh, it is 7:43. So what did I just do? I need to get rid of this mind. Give you a Curia. Would like to diversify our arts a little bit more. Get rid of Curia, which, bad idea. Let's see if we have anything else. Don't actually have anything else. The cast 1, who is that on? Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, I was already at all. Who has this cast 1? You do? We're stealing that from you. We also have an action one. I'll probably keep shield. I think magic evasion is a worthwhile thing to have. I don't think I want to remove that on some of these characters. Alrighty, let's get into the weeds of things. Fight ourselves something that roars like a magic knight. It's also safe. Hey, look, it's a magic knight. Looks like Isra Zamiel or whatever it's called. Hey, hey, hey. What? A magic knight? Just being near it sends chills down my spine. Looks to be one of the more powerful knights. It's about to look like it's had its butt kicked. This is the knight that we once fought in the Glacia Shrine. It is the knight that we fought in the Glacia Shrine. Can you believe it? It's also in Trails of Cold Steel 2. It is also the knight that you would fight in the 4th shrine to get the last Zemirian ore, except Vita shows up and she's like, no, I'm going to kill this and you're going to fight Grianos. Be careful, everyone. This is no ordinary foe. Don't worry. As long as we all stay alert, I know we can take it. Let's do this.
This one might be worth my time.
Downer blue. Oh. You have disorders?
I'm up.
Yo. Once again, I approve. Enemies having disorders, like, that was one of the coolest things in Trails of Cold Steel 4, I think it was. It's like, but it was so few enemies that had disorders. So, I approve. Unfortunately, 50% damage down kind of limits my capabilities here, so
Arcus,
no,
activate.
not we buff up.
Sure.
Okay,
Let's go.
you're being a jerk.
I'm here. Ha!
Not today.
Big damage.
Go!
I'm up. Let's go. Not today. This'll be fun.
I'll give this to Reen.
Eternal. Numbers up.
Oh, that got rid of all his other buffs. Amazing.
Shatter! Warhammer!
Numbers up. All for one.
And one for all!
This kind of feels like a waste, but
Don't you dare go down.
never done this one, so
Here to play.
be a little bit more defensive.
Arcus, activate.
Not on my watch. Not today.
I need to spread out.
My turn.
I can't be having this.
I'm here. Ha!
Let's go. There. At once. Leave it to me.
Understood.
Not today. This'll be fun. Ah! Yeah.
I'll help. Ha! I'm here. It's time.
It's mine. Let's go.
Go, get that crit off of you.
Spirit unification. Let's go. Ha! Down. Too slow. Let's go. Ha! There. Got it. Numbers up.
Alrighty. Like to do this one, but just short.
Fiercest fire. Blazing swarm.
A raging fire
Sure.
will do just fine.
All for one. And one for all. Everyone, go. Ah! Eternal.
Okay. I tried to play nice, thinking, oh, you know, I'll just fight this guy normally. I won't have to, you know, spend all my S-crafts to kill you, and then you just go and do that. Learned my lesson. I believe you have an impede. No, you don't.
Ha!
My turn.
Tempting to go defensive. Alright. Glad I didn't, because there's the disorder. Unfortunately,
Not today.
you're doing
care
that
for you.
as
Thanks.
soon as I'm about to get a crit
Do it.
with an art support.
Go!
Dog is barking now.
Numbers up. Marcus, activate. Hit.
Here to play.
Oh,
Marcus, activate.
It's my turn.
let me get over here.
I'll care for you.
Thanks.
Alright.
I can still fight.
40,000. You're that. What do I need? Faint? Trade your attack for your attack?
Ha! Do it. Down a peg.
I think I just go all out.
Fiercest fire. Blazing swarm. Yet. Ha! Time to paint this town red.
Oh, you're dead. That works.
Got no time to waste.
Alright. That one could have been worse. Could have been worse. Alright, so you're going to get evasion, and you're going to get more than 3%. Alright, you know what? You got more than 3%. We'll take the 6. Increases obtained experience. Interesting. That's definitely going to have to go on someone else. At a Zerum capsule. Wow. Fierce Crimson Slash.
Nice!
Rumbling Smash.
I've only just begun.
I only get cuter.
Stats updated.
Yeah, I did it! Oh.
Target neutralized. Good work, everyone. Not to belittle our stunning accomplishment, but that felt like a walk in the park after facing down the Thunder God. For real, but anything looked bad next to that. I'd prefer it if you didn't talk about my father like he's some kind of monster. Though, having been tossed down the side of a mountain, I suppose I can see where you're coming from. Still, what was a magic golem from the Dark Ages doing here? That's a good question. Although I do recall hearing that one appeared here during the Civil War. I mean, that's true, but they're only supposed to appear when the spirit veins are stimulated. As they were during the Civil War in the Great Twilight. Exactly. I'd have to ask Emma or Rosalia to be sure, but I'm not sensing the same kind of disarray in the veins that I did then. Then there's the fact that the Black Records describe the Magic Knights as having been created to compete with the Divine Knights. But every last Divine Knight is gone, so why would they appear now? That is rather perplexing. That's not the only mystery either. I'm just as concerned by that power it used. I was under the impression that it was only possible to affect causality by using the Great Twilight. Yeah, I remember you, Lecter, and Cedric using it back then. It's probably not a good sign that a Magic Knight can use it too. There's another one? More than one, it appears. It came from the Valley Path. We should hurry, Ymir may be in danger. Right, let's get moving. I wanted to explore a little bit more. Whoa. He defeated all of them by himself. We weren't needed here after all. Dang, he didn't even break a sweat. Feel as though we've only seen a fraction of what he's capable of. Regardless, Ymir should be free of danger. Now. That's a relief. Is everyone ready to head back to the mansion then? Thank you again for saving our village, Lord Mateus. Think nothing of it. A light workout now and again does the body good. A light workout, he says. I'm not sure we can even imagine how someone of his strength sees the world. Well, I think it's time we got down to business. And my wife and I will leave you to it. No, please. You two have long been close to the Imperial family. I think it would be best if you remained. Does this involve them somehow? Come to think of it, you mentioned aiding His Highness the Prince earlier.
The truth is that several days ago, Prince Olivert and Lady Sherazard left for their honeymoon aboard the Courageous II. They have not been seen since.
How could they be missing?
And you're certain of this?
I'm afraid so. We haven't been able to reach the ship or any of its crew.
You've lost contact with the entire ship?
They were only just starting their new lives together.
Suckles. You don't think it could have malfunctioned and crashed, do you? Unlikely. It's one of the most advanced airships in the land. I agree. They've always kept it well maintained, too. I think we can discount that possibility. Which means that there must be a human culprit behind this. Anyone put out a statement yet? You know, like if you want to see your beloved prince again, you better pay up or anything like that? Though we, too, are operating under the belief that this was a deliberate crime, to date, no one has claimed responsibility for it. No leads then, huh? Whole situation seems really unnatural. Are we sure the prince isn't deliberately trying to conceal his whereabouts? It wouldn't be the first time. Thank you, Altina. I was thinking the same thing. I doubt it. He's got no reason to pretend to be dead like he did during the Great Twilight. And at this point in his life, he isn't the type to worry others without a very good reason. Very good reason like hiding so that nobody knows where he is? Regardless of the reasons for his disappearance, this is a crisis of national import. Hence, Emperor Eugent entrusted me with the task of investigating it in secret. So His Majesty doesn't want anyone to know. That makes sense. If the general population were to find out, it would almost certainly spark a panic. And the unfortunate timing would only serve to throw fuel on the fire. As a precaution, we've only informed those who need to know. Yeah, and we'll also inform Lord Schwarzer and Lady Schwarzer as well, because, you know, they need to know. That's a good call. Last thing we need is more chaos with the signing ceremony and Crossbell coming up. You don't think this was done by someone who didn't want Crossbell to regain its independence, do you? If it were, they most likely would have issued a statement by now. We can't rule out that possibility, but we don't have enough evidence to seriously consider it either. I've mobilized the students of the Vander School to help in the search, but we need more people on the ground, which led me to asking for Class 7's assistance. He came to me as a graduate of Thor's, and I agreed to offer him my aid. Spoke to Principal Le Guin to secure her approval, and then summoned those of you here as Class 7's representatives. Ymir was chosen so that we might discuss the situation and search at the same time. So far, that search has not borne fruit, but the appearance of magic knights is concerning. Agreed. It's too odd to be just a coincidence. On another note, this trial gave me an opportunity to see how capable you all are. I came away very impressed. That's a relief. Glad we didn't disappoint. As if we would. And Kurt, I'm especially impressed with the capable young man you've become. Thank you, Father.
That said, I must hear your answer. Are you willing to assist in the search for Prince Olivert and Lady Sherazard?
Erebonia needs Prince Olivert, and he has done more for Class 7 than we can ever repay him for. I don't know who or what is responsible for his disappearance, but none of us can turn a blind eye to it. We will devote all we have to finding and, if necessary, rescuing him.
A thought just came to mind. Alright. On the Lloyd route, Ilya, vanished, air quotes. It wasn't necessarily conveyed that way, but I'm going to twist it that way. And then presumably, she showed up controlled by Rufus. Might have the same scenario going on with Sherazard and Olivert. Maybe, just maybe. It could be the fact that the person that I think is Ilya could be Sherazard, and the person who was invisible could be Olivert. Who knows?
I'm sure all of the others who couldn't join us would say the same thing.
Excellent. Then consider yourselves entrusted with this task. We'll be counting on you.
Right!
Understood.
Now, the matter being confidential does mean we cannot officially mobilize the army to aid in the search. If there's anyone you trust to bring in for additional help, however, you have full permission to share this information.
Well, you already wanted the assistance of Class 7, and this ain't all the members.
Understood.
Though our assistance may be minuscule in comparison, we will do whatever we can. The Isengard range is our backyard, so we could mount a thorough search of it and the surrounding area.
Your help is much appreciated, Lord Schwarzer.
Having accepted Matthias Vander's request, Class 7 was formally added to the search for Prince Olivert. By the time their conversation reached its end, however, the day had drawn to a close, prompting a decision to remain in Ymir for the night. All weekend long, we are in for the long haul. I will eventually go to sleep today, though. There aren't going to be any 24-hour streams. Bathing twice in one day feels a little indulgent, but I can't have any lingering fatigue holding me back. I'm going to need to contact my old classmates to discuss how to approach the search as soon as possible. But boy, what a day. I'm honored to have had the chance to face the Thunder God one-on-one. Just wish I could have put up more of a fight. I may be a Divine Blade now, but I still have a long way to go to truly feel worthy of that title. Still, that's not the most pressing issue right now. I'm more concerned about why all those magic knights appeared, and what that strange feeling was. I was expecting Osborne.
You are... I am...
Do not lose sight of yourself.
That sounds like...
Swords are without form and exist within oneself. If you have need of your blade, you need only to grasp it in your mind.
Grasp it in my mind. Your Excellency. So it really was you.
Something seemed amiss. I thought my advice may help.
Thank you. It really did. This silence is so intimidating. I hope I haven't disappointed him by letting him see me like that.
Reen Schwarzer.
Sir.
I am very grateful to you.
For what?
For all you have done for Kurt.
Oh.
The hot springs won't do you any good by standing. Sit.
I suppose you're right.
I've long been aware of my son's burdens. His worries stemming from House Vander being stripped of its long-held duty to protect the Imperial family, and of concern for Prince Cedric. Yet as a father, I chose not to console him. I do not regret that decision. But I am relieved that he found you to help him break free of his shell. He's grown more than I ever could have imagined. That is why I am grateful.
So you were still thinking of him, in your own way. Truthfully, I don't think I deserve the credit you're giving me. Kurt's development came from his own ceaseless hard work, and the support of the friends he met along the way.
All of that was only possible because of your guiding hand.
I certainly tried to play a part, but I still think my role was minor.
I'd like to ask, why were you withholding your strength during our duel?
Was I?
Even I would struggle against the divine blade of the Eight Leaves School fighting at their best.
I think you're overestimating me as much as Countess Le Guin did. I played more of a supporting role after my students arrived, but I wasn't shying away either, I assure you. I'm simply not capable enough to do that against an opponent of your caliber.
Then that leaves only one other possibility. Something weighs heavily upon you.
Then you could tell.
It came through loud and clear as we crossed blades.
I suppose strength like yours wouldn't come without being so perceptive as well.
Does this worry relate to the state I found you in earlier?
I'm honestly not sure myself.
I see. No situation is too complex for the warrior who follows a simple course. We use our skill to protect that which we cherish. We need not strength for anything more.
I'm ashamed to have almost forgotten something so fundamentally important. Thank you for reminding me of that, Your Excellency.
It's cool to finally have met the Thunder God and see his personality and things like that. And I like the juxtaposition that they gave us where, like, when he was first spoken about, he was spoken about like this really tough guy, and we got to fight him. He was this really tough guy, in the sense of, like, no nonsense and whatnot, but also, one of the strongest people in the world. And then we fought him, and he was one of the most strongest people in the world. And then, we get a scene where he softens up a little bit, and, it's just kind of nice. It's just kind of nice. Hey, lovely bibliophile, thank you very much for the Tier 1 gifted sub. Appreciate it. I spent longer in there than I had planned to, but thanks to the pep talk, I feel a lot better now. I don't want to stay out too long and be late for the meeting back home. But that's not until later, so I think I'll walk around a bit and cool off. Obtained towels. Great. More costumes costumes I will never use. Thunder God. I think I needed to mark. I feel like the chapter end is probably coming up soon, but
There's Kurt on the lookout platform again. I think I'll see how he's doing before heading home.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. This view's just as beautiful in the evening as it is in the day. Yeah, on a clear night, you can see a whole sea of stars up there. Thank you for supporting me today, instructor. I feel much more confident in my own abilities after the battle earlier. I'm glad to hear it. But you still look like something's bothering you. I know Prince Oliver's disappearance is weighing on you, sure, but I feel like there's something else on your mind. You really can see right through me, can't you? After training under you for so long, I was finally able to show my father how much I've improved. Between that and the fact we Vanders are once more able to serve as guardians to the Imperial family, I should be happy. But the man I swore to protect is no longer within my reach. So that's what's bothering you. The rumors of him becoming an Ouroboros enforcer are certainly concerning. Oh, I forgot about that. Cedric became an enforcer. Oh, man. That was such a plot twist. I forgot all about that. Without a doubt. They are indeed true. I cannot say I understand what drove him to it. All his life, he's been denied the freedom to choose his own destiny. He was treated as an object, sheltered as a youth, then used and tormented as he grew into a man, all because of his royal blood. So when he was given the chance to live a life of his own choosing for the first time, he took it. I can empathize. It does make a certain kind of sense. Of course, that empathy does not mean that I've given up on bringing him back. I think I made that perfectly clear to him when last we spoke. I told him that we needed to start seeing each other as we are.
I don't know when I'll have the chance, but one day I will go and find him. I don't know where we'll take it once I do, but if nothing else, I want him to know how I feel.
Did I say something strange? Not at all. I thought I was going to need to give you some encouragement, but you picked yourself right back up. Just like you did when you were knocked off that cliff earlier. I still haven't quite wrapped my brain around that one. I was just acting out of desperation, that's all. Your father really does think too highly of me. You and the others would have grown up just fine even without me. I'm inclined to disagree, Instructor. Wait, did you have a chance to talk to him? A little. We ran into one another at the springs, and he gave me some excellent advice. Maybe a man of few words, but he possessed a tremendous kindness. I was honestly kind of intimidated by him at first, but now I can see the caring heart under that scary exterior. Should have known it wouldn't take you long to see him for who he really is. Outside of combat or training, he's a gentle, kindly man. He doesn't smile much, and has never been one to speak his feelings, so he's very easily misunderstood. He once learned that the local children were scared of him and spent the entire day upset that he could have caused them any distress. As absurd as that sounds, it also makes perfect sense. You really do respect him though, huh? Of course. He's the pride of my whole family, myself included. I'm glad to hear it. Well, I'm going to head off. There's still a while until the meeting, but try not to stay out in the cold too long, all right? I'll be sure to stay warm. See you later. Talking to the dog. Sounds like she's deep in conversation about something work-related. Should I wait here until everyone's ready to meet?
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
I'm to learn about Crossbow.
I'm afraid I have terrible news. Crossbell's signing ceremony today was disrupted by a surprise attack. Crossbell has been reoccupied.
Huh?
By who? What happened?
I can't believe it.
Taco food. Yuna. You need to go lie down. We quite understand. Oh, don't worry about me. This is just all so sudden that it took me a minute to process it. But there's no way in heck I'm gonna sit around sulking when there's work to be done. Well, if you're really sure. I'm sorry, I should have broken the news to you more gently. That was careless of me. Don't sweat it. I imagine you must have been pretty stunned when you found out too. Right now, I just want to know the details of what happened. For one thing, who would do this? Good question. Can you fill us all in? Of course. I apprised Lord Mateus of the details earlier, but you all deserve to know. As I mentioned, the signing ceremony for Crossbell's independence at 2 p.m. today came under attack. The assault was the work of a military force led by Rufus Alberea. Rufus Alberea? But he was arrested, right? He was, yes. But last night, the former Governor General and his subordinates escaped from Aurochs Fort, where they were being held. Though their breakout certainly put us on high alert, we had hoped to keep this information from going public and causing confusion during the ceremony. Unfortunately, it seems people had to find out in the worst possible way. So you're saying that they escaped one night, then were able to take over Crossbell the very next afternoon? There's got to be more to this. Agreed, we're clearly dealing with something that had been carefully planned. What about Lloyd and the rest of the SSS? Come to think of it, they were supposed to be helping with ceremony security. I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about the SSS so far. I'm sure they did their best to hold off the assailants, but no. Suppose all we could do is pray that they're all right. You kidding me? There's no way any real harm could have come to them with Randolph there. I have to agree there. I'm sure the members of the SSS are all just fine. What happened after the initial attack? Rufus's military force spread out, defeating the CGF and taking control of the entire region, after which Rufus dubbed himself the Supreme Leader and proclaimed the establishment of the United Nation of Crossbell. That sounds ominous. Took the words right out of my mouth. His new title and proclaimed rule make clear that he wants to rule the entirety of Crossbell once more. Supreme Leader. That sounds awfully familiar to the whole DG cult, like things going on. Didn't Homeboy Slice want to become a supreme leader of, the world or whatever? I don't know. Well, too bad, because we're not going to let him. That's right. It wasn't obvious Rufus Alberea is acting alone, without the government or imperial family's support. Why do this now, of all times? Do you have any idea of what his goal could be, Major? I'm afraid not.
I will be the one to bear the responsibility for His Excellency's actions. It is the best way we can go about quelling the unrest in Erebonia and solving the issue of Crossbell all at once. I can think of no better way for us Ironbloods to honor him.
Don't want to think he was lying when he said all of that. Putting him aside for the moment, what's the current situation in Crossbell? Concerned about how the surrounding nations must be reacting too. Currently, Rufus's black-clad soldiers are blockading all routes in and out of the region. Both Erebonia and Calvard seem content just watching how everything plays out for the present. It makes sense for the Empire to be reluctant to interfere in Crossbell's affairs after the war, but the Republic's silence is a little more unexpected. Both countries suffered major losses from the Ions and the Septarian of Zero when they attacked Crossbell 3 years ago. Guessing they aren't going to forget that in a hurry. Those losses ended up leading to the Civil War here and the economic crisis in Calvard too. Though Calvard is likely playing it safe for now until they know what they're dealing with. But they're not just going to sit this out forever, are they? I doubt it. It probably won't be long before they start making moves, which isn't likely to end well given that they've steadily been increasing their military strength for a while now. All communication with the region is being blocked, so I'm afraid that is all I know. I'm so sorry I can't tell you how your family is doing, Yuna. I'm sure you must be so worried about them. No, it's all right. Your explanations made me feel a lot more at ease. It doesn't sound like the soldiers occupying Crossbell are going to hurt innocent civilians. I'm more worried about those who would try to resist the occupation. People like Lloyd or the rest of the SSS. I hope they're all okay. There are a lot of people we know in Crossbell right now, too. Yeah, which is also concerning. Elisa and Sharon are there representing the Reinford Company, to name two. Then Tawa is there representing Thors, and Machias is there on behalf of the Inspectorate. And they were all supposed to attend the signing ceremony. They're all likely targets in the event of an attack, too. Heck, I'd be more surprised if they weren't targeted. Thank you, Ash. That puts us all at ease. Like I said, I'm sure everyone's fine. We've been through more than our fair share of trouble in the past and came out the other end in one piece. That goes for Lloyd and the SSS, too. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all working together to get the situation under control. Yeah, I'm sure they are. All we can do is believe in them. I assume you have finished discussing the Crossbell situation. He's gonna be like, we can't waste our time going into Crossbell. We have to do other things. Like, save Oliver. Which I kind of, agree. Like, Crossbell, that's their problem. If you would, Major, I would like to discuss the other matter at hand. Father, there's something else. Yes, you see, a video recording was recently delivered to the Intelligence Division. It doesn't directly concern what happened in Crossbell, but I think it is something that all of you should see.
I am C, leader of the Reborn Imperial Liberation Front.
You're kidding me.
With the iron-blooded monster slain, the Empire had claimed its key to enter an era of peace. Alas, it would seem his poisonous beliefs are now being carried on by zealots, espousing nonsense of a united nation. To those who support their losing game, and to the ignorant politicians who allow these dogs to bark, I say this: we shall see you pay for your crimes. Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction. Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
Well, there we go. Somebody's finally taken responsibility for the prince napping. By the name of C, too. Why does that ring a bell? C was an alias used by the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, a terrorist group who opposed the late Chancellor Osborn. His true identity was revealed to be a Thor student who you all know very well, Crow Armbrust. Yeah, that checks out. Still. I know, none of this makes any sense. Crow has no reason to be using that name again. And even less reason to abduct Prince Oliver and Lady Sherazard. I don't remember Crow being alive. I thought he was dead. I believe Milliam is back, but I don't remember Crow being back. It's, like I said, it's been a while. Does that mean someone else has taken his alias for their own? It kind of sounds like C, so, I don't know. I think that's a safe assumption. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue as to Crow's whereabouts. Can you get in contact with him? Trying, but he's not picking up. I know he went home to Jirai a few days ago, but beyond that, nope, I can't get through to him, just like I can't contact Elisa and the others. Could something have happened in Jirai? Yo, are we gonna go to Jirai? It's been a hotbed of conflict lately due to the independence movement, so that is a possibility. There's always the chance that he was caught up in some entirely unrelated trouble. I have faith in Crow. Even if he did get caught up in something, he'll get himself out of it. I know it. For sure, that guy's always been a wily one. Either way, that video does tell us a few things. True, we can't be certain of this new C's identity, but I think it's safe to assume they are responsible for the prince's abduction. They also seem to be in conflict with Rufus Alberea and his faction. Though, judging by the timing of the prince's abduction, you almost wonder whether they saw Crossbell's occupation coming. And if they did, that only raises more questions. Either way, now that we've got our culprits, we've got to work on finding or going after them. Indeed, and I think our best clue will be the last part of the recording. The muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City, huh? An imposter sees. Certainly a plot twist. First we learn the prince was abducted, and then we get that mysterious declaration. That was a lot to take in. Either way, I can discuss it all with my classmates tomorrow morning. Then we can decide how best to approach all this. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we're not going to do Abin time.
I know it's March, but it's still cold to be out at night, Yuna. Especially in areas that still have snow on the ground.
What are you doing here, Instructor?
I could sense you out here from inside my room. Given how late it is and how new you are to Ymir's weather, I couldn't help but worry.
You can't just whip out those super senses for any old thing.
Maybe. But every time they prove useful in a situation like this, I'm glad I spent time honing them.
What are you sitting down for, anyway? Aren't you here to make me go inside?
This isn't the academy door. There's no curfew here. If you want to stay up a little late, I'm not going to stop you.
Wow. You sure you should be saying stuff like that to your impressionable students?
I don't think it hurts once in a while.
So, you're not going to ask me anything?
I'm not even sure where to start. I feel like you're the one who has to be willing to open up here.
Open up? You think I'm just trying to act fine when I'm not, don't you?
Not just think it. I know I'm correct.
You are. You are, but how many times has this happened now? Over and over. Crossbell finds itself in danger, and every time, I get all worked up and cause more problems for everyone.
I'm reminded of, I think it was Cold Steel 3, where we visit Crossbell for the first time with Yuna. And we're at the top of Orcus Tower with the illusioned ship or whatever that's on fire. And Yuna gives like this wonderful speech of how like people in Crossbell have been downtrodden and stuff like that, and how could they do this to them, and good times, good memories.
I'm just tired of being such a burden. So what choice do I have but to bottle it all up and deal with it on my own?
I get what you're trying to say, but you're missing the fact that everyone wants to help you when things go south. That goes for all your classmates. And me. If it was the other way around and one of your classmates needed help, wouldn't you want to give it to them?
Well, yeah. Of course I would. But I think you're the last person I want to hear that from. I get you're our instructor and all, and students aren't supposed to be the ones teaching the teacher, but...
That's not why I don't turn to you. Thing is, I have the same problem you do. And I need to work on it too. But turning to your friends, or your students, for comfort and advice isn't a sign of weakness. That's what they're there for. And that doesn't change, no matter how many times you have to do it. You help each other, so you can move forward together.
Then... can I...
Go on.
Can I turn to you for comfort now?
Of course you can.
We fought so hard. And we thought this was finally it. So, why did they go and take it away from us again? Why can't Crossbell just be free? What did we do to deserve all this? Just leave us alone!
Do you feel a bit better now?
Yeah, but now the embarrassment of all that crying in front of you is really starting to set in. Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm fine now, really. No matter how many times people take our home, we'll just take it right back from them.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, I guess it is getting late. I'm gonna head back to my room. So, thank you for lending me your coat. I'll give it back now. I don't want you being cold either.
Thanks. Good night, Yuna. Well, I'd better get to bed too. It's been a really, really long day.
I was about to say, like, I would love a chapter end. Because that would just be the perfect bookend to say, that's going to wrap it up for me for today. I will be back tomorrow. I don't have a specific time for when I will be back tomorrow. And primarily that's because when I do this whole, I'm going to be playing games for long periods of time kind of thing, I usually do it when I'm, usually when I wake up or something like that. Typically, I wake up between the times of like 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. So I imagine a stream will happen around those times. I'm probably going to lean more towards 7 a.m. Pacific time, just so that, things are a little bit more consistent. And also I have to spend basically the entire night uploading 10.5 hours of VOD and cutting it up and all other stuff. But yeah, it's 8:39. I've been streaming since 10 a.m. this morning. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, probably around 7 a.m. ish, give or take an hour, or well, take an hour potentially or two. But that's all I got. I don't think anything else is coming to mind right now. So see ya the next time I see ya. Peace.